This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey Kimmy, how you doing? Doing good. Just starting a bit late as I was finishing up theaters on accounts.
Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most.
How long have you been playing? What's your exploration percent?
Fratnik, reporting.
So this is a challenge account that I started in 1 week into 5.7. And basically it's 100% except for Sumeru and Fontaine currently. Little bits of leeway. Oh, and I need to check this. Yep, I got another one there.
Cleanup sequence.
While the light shines bright, yet be gone, shadow of dark.
Smite the dust! Divine light, shield them! Installation chamber deployed. Surge!
Light compels you.
Be cleansed!
I should really learn how to use this team because it's going to be painful.
Watch out! The story has only just begun.
Nice and spicy. You're not going anywhere. I never leave it.
Burn! Up the ante! Sunder! Maria sweeping in! way back! A turning point in...
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat! Smash and grab! Hand it over!
Burn! Up the ante!
Doing well then. Yeah, all of the changes to the new player experience have been pretty good.
Leave it to me! Decay! New life! Ah!
Hey-ya! You're my target! Finders keep...
Burn! Sunder! Maria sweeping in! Cha!
Jehoda actually heals pretty well.
Watch out!
Booba, get them! Hand it over! Eat this!
Burn! Huh? Sunder! Up the ante! Charge! Decay! New...
Nice and spicy! Smash and grab! I'm gonna find her!
Burn! On me.
Sharp.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
All right, on to the event.
We made it! Wow! The whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Well, Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. All my terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight's story firsthand.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, Paimon's not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes D-Luke now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre. Come on, let's go help the knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend D-Luke.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then... Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
Ah, I think I'll pass.
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
I'm always up for a duel, as long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
You stand in our way. You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
The Holy Liar! There it is!
Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the liar down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an Electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The holy Liar der Himmel belongs to the Fatui.
Whoa, that was fast! Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you. That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle. Hey! That goes against gliding regulations! Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Grinddaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not! This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
Nice! We made it! Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. Diluc. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have 1 more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything I know. Just leave me alone. Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
Here we go. Let's play! Ha.
Ha! Burn! Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatous. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Try to keep up!
Huh?
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Yeah.
Coming here first? I'd reconsider if I were you. Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own risk.
say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
The Fatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we? No, we both know this crest is worth more than that. Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right? All right, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nod-Krai. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
All right, we've got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
On me.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! There it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it! All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the liar was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true, though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand! Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Look, the ravens get confused if they don't...
Group 2, reinforce! Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Just a flesh wound. Gah! Sir. Oof.
Well, well.
It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Burn! Thunder! Huh? Up the ante!
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Burn! Thunder!
Alright, alright, alright. I give up. Just don't hit. Alright. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Ah, it's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Varka was talking about? Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, Traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, Traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Haha! Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Nod-Krai. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun!
Da da da!
Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.